Good day everyone, my name is Charlene Chatelier and I am here today to present my paper, Megaprojects to Mega Uncertainty. I am a second year PhD student conducting studies on risk management in megaprojects. The findings of my preliminary study forms the basis for this paper. Although megaprojects has been regarded a multi-trillion global delivery model for large investments across the globe, really, impacting on social, economic and environmental aspects. Now, in project management, the well-established frameworks and methods seems to fail mega projects in evaluating how they perform. The most cited and used method has been the iron triangle, originally introduced by Alfred Hitchman in 1969. Now, as you can see how it's illustrated here in terms of the cost overrun, an average of 37% is shown across different industries for all projects with mega projects over 1 billion in terms of investment value. Cost overrun and overall at about 53%. Now, the success of mega projects, of course, is vital, as I said, for economic sustainability. Their impact is just universal. Performance is absolutely vital now. It impacts everybody. The way we shop, our energy bills, all these projects is impacting us on a day-to-day basis. However, evidence has confirmed that unfortunately only 1 in 1,000 are meeting the criteria set by the iron triangle, which is the cost, the time and the scope. Which leads now to the research question: if performance for mega projects can be successfully measured relying on traditional methods, specifically related to the most cited method, the iron triangle. Now, to address the research question, the author has drawn literature from 2 strands. Firstly, what are the success and failure indicators and the criteria? And secondly, how the evaluation of mega projects might then improve performance. Now, this research is believed to focus beyond previous literature, really, which has been fixated on the failures of mega projects as well as the possible cures. However, how can we care if we don't understand the problem? So this paper deepens and extends a better understanding on performance evaluation for mega projects by challenging the traditional evaluation and incorporating significant factors like risk and uncertainty. Finally, the research would also contribute to a growing megaproject phenomena, considering its unique characteristics in a contemporary environment by encouraging new ways of evaluating megaprojects. Particular focus, of course, is drawn here to how the factors, the criteria used in the iron triangle is used and how they relate also to proposals that's been made and suggestions that's been made over the years by authors. So here you can see Klein and Luton in 1902 already had made a recommendation for soft aspects to be considered. Similarly, Atkinson in 1999 had made a proposal for quality to be included. And this list gets developed. If you can see over time, more and more factors are being added. However, none of these suggestions had ever had a significant impact based on what has then been used in practice for evaluating megaprojects. And maybe it is time that these needs to be considered and incorporated, especially when we look at the complexity and the dynamics that we deal with in megaprojects. My methodology was initiated with an extensive literature review, followed by available case study information, so what's available already, case study identification. Due to time constraints, I have then drafted what information was needed in terms of content that needed to be extracted when the case studies was done. Data was then collected using 9 inductive case studies, from which a thematic analysis was done using Microsoft Excel, and then hypothesis was derived to present my findings and ultimately conclude the study. Traditional project management does not complement the characteristics of megaprojects, hence differentiation is required. It also confirms that the IN triplets negatively impacts failure rates. The current benefits and outputs are not assigned to any, or very little weight is actually being assigned for evaluation in practices. The extent of variance and the level of uncertainty involved in terms of cost, time and scope does not again, is dismissive in terms of the performance of these projects. Now, Heinzmann's hiding-hand theory has been proposed to deal with uncertainty and variance. That's no longer justified because that is misinterpretation, strategic misinterpretation are not needed. Megaprojects therefore has been condemned and concluded to have been condemned by the IN triangle. However, the new successful and flexible evaluation approach has made a change just for the sample size of about 55% in terms of improved performance. So that definitely puts more hope and sheds more light at the end of the tunnel. The researcher is confident that the study had made the appropriate effort in highlighting the current evaluation problems in megaprojects. However, the sample size that has been used has not obtained significant scientific significance. Therefore, the actual study followed by the preliminary study would be expected to be able to aim for a significant rate. Following the pandemic, there is no better emphasis in terms of pressure for better risk management and performance. The following 4 hypotheses has been drawn from the study. And in conclusion, the researcher concludes that greater complexity and uncertainty demonstrate the impact of megaprojects and their contemporary environments. Attention is specifically being drawn to uncertainty and risk management, really to help with the deliveries of more successful projects. The IN triangle has been declared obsolete, and lastly, the researcher believes that the work presented here is a stepping stone towards a holistic framework or strategy.